Welcome everyone to Above and Beyond Affiliate Marketing. Now this is going to be part 2. Aren't you just excited as I am? This is an amazing topic and it's so vast, and I'm so glad that you guys had a chance to join us again today for part 2. It's a wonderful rainy day that the Lord had given us that we can appreciate this, because it is something that rain kind of meets all our needs, right? Even though if it's sloshy, soggy, and everything else, it brightens things up and things start to bud and green around, and we just think of it as something that can't control anyway, so you might as well enjoy it. Now, let's get into where we were yesterday. We actually kind of stopped off at talking about some examples of this habit loop in action. And one subject that is we all get affected by is actually emotional eating. Now, you may think, Jason, all this stuff is great, but what does this have to do with my affiliate marketing business or my business as such? Well, when we don't control our personal habits, and yes, you can run a successful business and be an overeater or anything like that. It doesn't matter. If you have that desire, passion, drive, and everything else. But the one thing that I want to say is just that we're trying to develop good, positive, routine habits, because a lot of us who got into business, we weren't taught in school. Even I went to business school, and not one person said, get with a good company, get with a good corporation, and be a part of a corporation. And this was back when you could get a pension and work there for 20, 30 years, get a pension, retire, and never have anything build and grow yourself. Now with this, especially kind of like with the whole COVID thing that had happened, and that continues to happen, is actually helped people decide that, you know what, we can survive without these big corporations if we got into business ourselves. But nobody teaches us how to be in business for ourselves. A lot of times, our families, our grandma and grandpas, our moms and dads, stuff like that, they never got into business themselves. They've always worked for somebody else, or were a farmer, or now my own father was a great businessman, and he actually had a very successful business himself, but I was never taught that business. And not to any fault of my dad or anything like that, I just wasn't interested. I'm sure he would have taught me if I wanted to. I just wanted to do something different. Now, this leads me here to you guys today, because I've always had the desire to be in business for myself. I just never knew how to do that, to start from scratch, right? So, anyways, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to help you. Now, when we talk about the habits of like emotional eating, can greatly affect your strategies of employment or not employment, or building a strategy of building and growing and scaling your business. Because emotional eating is one of those strategies that people use to cope with stress. Okay? With stress of work, stress with building a business, everything else. So you can see how this can tie into affiliate marketing or building your business goals. Using this as a coping mechanism, putting food in your mouth really isn't a good diet strategy. So we get quick to open the refrigerator to find something to eat as soon as you get home, just because you had a bad day at the office. It does happen. It happens to the best of us. That's why we have comfort foods, right? Now, we all have those crazy and bad moments, but we really must learn to deal with them, right? So we need to be effective in our management techniques that we enjoy that do not turn out to become a bad habit that we'll actually be stuck with for a very long time. We already know that when habits form, it can actually take up to 66 days for them to even break. So we got to work at it, right, guys? So what can you do? Well, there are systems in place. I mean, you can call a friend who will be empathetic, a family member or spouse. You can just take a walk. You're like, I want to reach for that comfort food, or you want to reach for that snack instead of eating when you get home after a stressed day at work. And you can really find your own techniques that work for you, and tell yourself, this is very important, tell yourself you're okay, you're just fine, you have time to break this stress buster and get rid of this habit. Whatever helps you to keep you out of this emotional eating bad habit, and engage in an activity. That is always the best route. And here's another thing. Eating too quickly. You guys may think that eating too quickly is sometimes you just have to because you got to rush out the door, you got to think. But it has been related to being stressed out, overweight, and can cause stress actually on your whole body, your brain, your heart, everything. In accordance with this study, now there was this study done by these Japanese researchers that included about 3,200 men and women, right? There was a high chance that they ended up eating way more if they needed to gulp down their meal in 10 minutes or less. And that was because your brain needs time to catch up with your stomach. Whether you're snacking or eating a meal or eating too quickly just isn't a habit worth cultivating. So what can you do? Well, I wrote this. I've done this research. I wrote this down, and I've done this my own self. I'm speaking from experience, and I'm speaking also from my wife's experience. Ensure you chew each bite thoroughly. Take smaller bites, and physically put your fork down between bites. These little tips will help you slow down your eating. In addition, you'll feel fuller as you go and get to a slow down more when you drink water throughout your meal. And this works, guys. This works. Excuse me. I swallowed wrong. Now we get into the that habit, and when you start breaking those habits, helps you break your other bad habits like procrastination, not working on your plan, your budget. Excuse me, I do apologize. I got two great big liter bottles of water here, and I just swallowed wrong. I do apologize for me coughing. I'm trying to clear it up as I continue talking. Please, my humble apologies. But so we talk about overeating. We talk about these separate habits that can definitely. We need to work on something in breaking habits. We have a bunch of bad habits that we need to break so we can be successful in our business. And another one, I'm guilty of this too, guys, and that's not getting enough sleep. I'm really dedicated to you guys. I work late. I got paperwork. I'm just like, I gotta get a show out. I gotta write out. My next book, I am focused. I'm super focused. I'm laser focused. I'm uber focused. But good sleep is important for the body. And not getting adequate sleep could be damaging to your brain. It is just so. And it may as well just affect your whole well-being. So what can you do about that? Well, this is what I end up doing. For at least an hour before bed, I avoid TV, I avoid my computers, my laptops, my cell phones, my iPads, everything else, and I keep the bedroom dark. I keep it pretty darn dark and comfortable. I make sure I'm not. I know people say like, oh, it's cold outside. I like snuggling underneath the covers. I find that for myself, it is comfortable. But then you get too hot, and then you're up, and then you're kicking the covers off. I find it just better to kind of modulate everything, and you're comfortable when you're sleeping. And I established a sleeping routine that does some good. Actually, we have Alexa in our house. Sorry, that was just something that was picked up because I said the name. Anyways, we have that in our house, and we actually set up these devices to as friendly reminders. Okay, it's time to put that down. It's time to take your medication, stuff like that. It's been very handy. We like being an automated family. Even this podcast, I'm doing it live. Not so automated, but I know that if something was coming up, I would have the show pre-recorded, but I would tell you guys about that beforehand. So anyways, just establishing these sleeping routines will help you break that loop. Now, there are some more things that are complex than just quitting a behavior, and the process of breaking habit isn't always easy. Nevertheless, change is a constant factor, and it is possible, especially if you're building and growing your affiliate marketing business. What I'm trying to do is establish these changing in behaviors, not just writing down planners, stuff that you're already know you're going to need to do when you're getting into business. But this is just simply recommended ways to break the loop in your management styles, in your health style, your relationship styles, just overall. I want you to be use this as a constant factor, and it is possible. And foremost, identify the routine that you're in. The habit you want to break is usually what routine refers to what you would be able to figure out, right? Maybe you have a thing for running late for work. You're running late to go to an appointment, or go on a date, or go picking up your kid, or picking up your wife, and because you always are distracted, or you took a nap and you overslept. Things like they happen, but if they happen more often, take a look at that, because your routine may be deciding to get you off that, kind of derailed, if you will. Now, again, you're okay. All right, I'm just saying, I'm pointing things out to you, but keep telling yourself you are okay. You're just gonna have to make some changes, and it's time to leave your awesome procrastination, your awesome oversleeping, your awesome daily routines, and think that you actually have a chance to manage with just a few minutes of making and taking action. The Power of Taking Action is a book that actually, if you can download that book too, The Power of Taking Action correlates with this whole course as well. And give yourself rewards. Try different ones. Okay, identify your routine. That's what we talked about. And then the next thing you have to do is try different rewards. So if we talked about the steps in what that is, what the cue is, and then leading up to the reward, now you can experiment with other rewards that will offer likewise fulfillment, and explore what a specific routine does for you. So keep track of how you feel as you try out each new reward. You can even get some more insights when you take a few days to vary your routine slightly. Keep notes, guys. When you're making changes, it's good to take notes, not just mental ones, but also write them down and have a course. This gets you into also the next step of putting together goals and things like that, not only in your personal life but in your business life, because you can vary your routine slightly as you go along, and you tweak it. Like affiliate marketing, when we do A/B split testing on ads, we tweak it slightly. We don't change a whole bunch of things. We might change a box. We may change the color of a box. We may change a word in the headline, a different script. I just very, very slight, utter changes to find out what works best in affiliate marketing. So just slightly start changing your routine to a better, positive routine, and instead of reaching for, let's say, the alarm. Once the alarm rings off, so you can enjoy a few more minutes of sleep. When it goes off, get up, get ready. Brace yourself. Brace yourself to wake up and like you know me, I read scripture in the morning. Read for 10 minutes, whatever it is, whatever you enjoy. Something that is goal-oriented, right? That's not, I don't want you to dive into 10 minutes of getting lost. Yes, you can get lost in your favorite book later maybe, but I think as you start your day, start 10 minutes and read success stories like on our sites, or think about what you're gonna do with your goal setting and things like that. Maybe you bought a new book that you want to set yourself up that can help you with goal setting. Actually, if you'd like, you can leave a comment here if you guys want a suggestion of books that I think that would really help you grow your business as well. Please let me know, and I will put them on the site, and I'll have a drop-down list of suggested books that will get you, put them all together, that will get you amazing close to getting 8 figures. Oh, not even kidding you. And I can if you guys want that, please leave me a voice message, send us out email, because we want to help you, and maybe this would be your reward. And explore your own triggers too, guys, because every vital step to break a habit is discovering the specific cues that are inciting your routine. Are you conscious of your cues, guys? Are you conscious of the categories I mentioned earlier? Because in case you've forgotten, here they are once more, and I'm going to give them to you, and we're not going to stop until we get it. The last action you've taken. Okay, explore your triggers, the people around you, the emotional state you're in, the time, the location. What are your triggers? You can identify any pattern and recognize any cue more clearly when you get the likely triggers down on paper. Note the cues wherever you find yourself repeating your routine. Note it. Keep trying for this for some days and see if you can pick something up. Maybe at a certain time of the day, or specific friend in a group, or somebody says something, whatever, anything that stands out, just check your notes to see. Now, once you get these cues and they're clear to you, devise a means to maneuver them. You're in control. Remember, you're okay. You're in control now. Not your behavior, not your habit. So, bonus. I'm going to give you guys this in a 9-minute breakdown. This is going to be more tips to help break these habits. Okay, so I just got to give this to you guys. Focus on why you want to change. So we talk about that in business, on focusing why we want to build and grow our businesses and what that looks like. Focus on why you want to change, because that's so valuable and beneficial to you, because you'll see that it would be easier for you to change your behavior. List the reasons why you want to change your habit, and note the expected differences, the expected benefits that this change that can only take a few minutes for you to consider each day, and why. Focus on why you want to do this. Why? What is it? What's the expected benefits? What are the expected differences? If you do this change and you do it just as a few minutes, I'm not saying do it all at once, do a few minutes a day, and consider your why. Why am I wanting this change? Why am I doing this differently now? Why do I want to build a business? And what does that look like? Enlist a friend support or family support, whatever your support network looks like. We have a whole support group. If you want to get a hold of us, we're more than willing to help you. And that coaching is actually free. We want to help you build and grow your business. So you just let us know, because it's really tough to deal with cravings on your own. Even not just eating, and not for just other things. Now, if you're thinking that you're an alcoholic or drug abuse or anything like that, please contact a doctor, a professional. Try and get that established, because we're not doctors, we're not psychologists, we're not we don't know where you are at, and if this is an emergency, please dial 911. We can't help you in that regard, but we definitely want to help you in any way we can to be of support. And if your spouse, your friend, your family member has the intention to quit the same habit, doing it together will be very helpful. Along with, you can encourage each other through setbacks, you can cheer each other's successes, and more so, you can also tell your the person that you're doing this with the habits that you're trying to break. even if he or she doesn't have any habits to change. We all do, no joke, but you know what? Some people just don't want to change. But you can still enjoy the support and the encouragement from that person. I mean, you just can. And practice mindfulness, everybody. Practice being peacemakers among everybody. And mindfulness, you'll be more conscious of your actions, feelings, and thoughts with that, because you can be more observant of the ways your habit affects your daily life when you practice mindfulness. You can now brace yourself up not to act on the urges, and you can actually avoid the reminder cues once you become more conscious of your routine behaviors and your triggers, because you can replace that habit with a different one. Right? We talked about this. Rather than going all hard on trying to stop on some unwanted behavior, replacing the unwanted behavior with a new behavior can make things easier for you. For example, let's say you love to snack or you love to procrastinate. Like you want to watch your favorite TV show because so rather than doing that, which can be very difficult for you because it's the nature of what you have been doing, whatever the reason may be, and you'll enjoy lots of other benefits when you choose more positive habits in replace of those harmful ones, right? And leave yourself reminders. Just do it. You can rethink of the action when you're being triggered by using visual reminders like sticky notes, stickers, and the likes. I had a whole mirror full of them when I was doing it. And prepare for setbacks. Some people call them failures. I just call them slip-ups because you don't want to feel guilty, and you don't want to be discouraged about changing your habits. You want to try to mentally prepare for these, right? So understand that you won't lose these habits in a day because you took a while to build them up. More so, remember that the change is hard, and you once you started, you're already on the winning course because you have took the first actionable step to change. Proud of you guys. It could be quite challenging to break a habit, and when you're yet to solidify your new habits, there is tendencies for you to slip back into old patterns. So brace up, buck up yourself, and stay on track. Get on that horse, because use an approach that feels best for you, but be honest with yourself. Learn from it. Learn from your setbacks, okay? And start small. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Take baby steps if that's what it takes, but make sure you stay consistent. Consistency is key here. Okay? And change your environment. Your habits can massively impact your surroundings. Work what the help surrounds you. I mean, you can avoid tempting over, you don't have to get that overpriced latte, and you don't have to pass that cafe. You don't have to put yourself in those type of triggering those triggering events, okay? And practice self-care, guys. We know every day try to engage in whatever improves your mood, relaxation hobbies, any other things that can help. Aim to be physically active. Any long-term concerns, anything that you have to see a healthcare provider for, please do it. Eat nutritious meals, make time for restful sleep, take action towards your dream, your passion of building and growing your business. Learn something new, what it is for email marketing. Learn something new that it would be to be of value and service to other people. What does that look like? What are other people doing in your industry that are successful? And you know what? Always look for somebody that has been there, done that. There's too many gurus out there, and motivate yourself towards rewards for success. Celebrate your wins. We're here for you. And you know what? You've come this far, and we're here for you. This is the end of our show. Stay tuned for tomorrow for episode 5. You're going to love it. Anyways, thank you for listening to part 2. This is Jason Ryland, your host for Above and Beyond Affiliate Marketing. Take care. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.